5 years. That's how long it's been since I've run a race. Motivation dipped along with my running. I fell back into a bro split where any form of cardio was a mere afterthought. Basically, the couch got more action than my running sneakers.
That escalated quickly.
But for the next 30 days, I am putting all of that behind me. I am going from the couch to a 5K, starting from scratch. No gimmicks, no excuses, just 30 days to complete a sub 24-minute 5K.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
The No Fake channel, checking in. Jonathan here on day 2. And what I thought was just an easy run yesterday to shake off some of the rust from my legs turned into a rude awakening. My legs have filed a formal complaint overnight, and I'm feeling the soreness now. I used to run a lot. We're talking tons of 5Ks, 10Ks, 3 half marathons, and I even completed 1 full marathon way back in the day. But my body was taking a heavy toll. All those high mileage weeks on concrete were absolutely merciless. Each step seemed to echo straight through my ankle, right into my knee, and then straight to my lower back. And at this point in my life, I want to be fit and functional for the long haul. Here's the game plan. We're gonna be smarter about this training than we have been in the past, and I'm not gonna try to just blast a ton of mileage and a ton of stress on my legs and hope my body can hold on in time for the 5K. No, We're gonna do 3 important runs a week. We're gonna do 1 long and steady run. That's going to help build up my endurance both in my lungs as well as in my legs and get me ready for that higher mileage. And we're gonna do 1 fast run where we're gonna be picking up the pace. It's gonna be on the shorter side, but it's hopefully gonna help build up our VO2 max and allow our legs to learn to run at a faster speed. And we're gonna do 1 medium recovery run, which is going to get our legs moving, making sure we're clearing some of that lactic acid, getting the blood flow in there, getting used to running, but making sure our legs are still fresh as a daisy. Every week, I am gonna progressively increase the distance as well as the speed, helping my legs build up a tolerance as well as my lungs, but not going so over the top as to aggravate old injuries. So why did I bother getting a new treadmill? And that has to do with the beautiful New England weather. And in the summertime, it's like a sweaty swamp out there.
Winter is coming.
And in the wintertime, it's even worse because you get almost no daylight. It is icy, sub-zero for months at a time. And I don't feel like breaking a hip or getting hit by a car just because I want to go out on the road and get my run in. Also, the treadmill has a lot more cushion on the joints than the outside concrete. Running on concrete and pavement is no bueno for my joints, and it absolutely takes its toll. Getting this treadmill removes all of my lame brain excuses, and it's 100% always ready to go, even when the weather outside doesn't want to cooperate. But why did I get the Aviron treadmill? Honestly, I could have gone cheap when it came to a treadmill. And if I had only wanted it for walking on, I probably would have gone budget. But when it comes to my training, I'm hoping to put some serious mileage on this treadmill. And I wanted something that was premium, that I wasn't gonna have to replace in a few years. And this treadmill I got to use and a little bit abuse at home gym con. And using it makes you realize that it is in fact premium. One of the nice things besides the cushioning off the treadmill is that it is low. Some of those treadmills are pretty high, and I've got a low ceiling here, and I didn't want to scrape my head off of the ceiling when I was running. This thing goes up to 12% incline, so I can really push those hill training days when I want. And probably the biggest claim to fame is the screen interface. It has all the apps you can think of. It's got games, it's got ways to gamify your walking and your running. And because I'm not gonna be the only one using this, I wanted something that the kids and my wife could enjoy as well. When they're on here, whether they're jogging, running, or walking, that they could play games, they could use their apps, they could watch their favorite shows, making sure that this thing gets used and frankly beaten up a little bit. And I want something that was sturdy, premium, and could handle the abuse my family's gonna throw at it.
First week of running is in the books, and I'm trying not to overdo it. Typically, when you start something new, you gotta want to go all in. But in this case, I don't want my ego to write a check my body just can't cash. I'm not gonna lie, I am really enjoying the new treadmill. Now, maybe it's because the old treadmill was on its last leg and you couldn't incline on it and you could barely jog on it. So it's nice to have a treadmill that I can not only incline, but I can actually run on. Plus, I'm going to admit that the screen is very, very nice. I never thought I would need like a big screen in front of me in terms of working out, but it does help stay on longer. With the old treadmill, I couldn't wait to get off. And now, because I'm using the app, I'll get to watch my Netflix. I tend to stay on a little bit longer to finish out the episode. And I'm just like tip of the spear, tip of the iceberg on this thing, because the app can do like live classes, it can do all this stuff, it's got games, it's got all this stuff to keep you motivated. You can win achievements, the whole 9 yards, and I'm literally just using it so far for Netflix.
Week 2 and the magic seems to be coming back into my legs and my lungs. I'm not getting winded nearly as quickly on some of these runs as I was on week 1.
We are back!
And I'll tell you what, I am absolutely thankful for having the Netflix app on this treadmill, especially on my longer runs. It kind of keeps my mind from thinking about how much I don't like running. And in case you were wondering, Happy Gilmore 2, yes, it was good. It absolutely delivered on everything you expected if you were a fan of Happy Gilmore 1. Now, one thing I have started to incorporate this week is to stretch before bedtime. I find that it has been helping. I don't think it's a cure-all, but getting that deep stretching on my legs seems to help me not wake up nearly as tight, and my legs aren't feeling as fatigued as they were the first week. Week 3, and it's all coming together. I've been able to push out my long runs to 4.5 miles, which should be plenty long enough to tackle a 5K. I will say, usually I'm a bigger proponent of going faster rather than going longer. I don't like tacking on a lot of additional slow mileage because I feel like you don't get much improvement both in your legs as well as your VO2 max. So it's all about picking up the pace. I'm also down 3 pounds, which kind of makes complete sense since my high intensity cardio is way up when compared to before. I've also dialed in my nutrition, trying to avoid processed food, although as a dad of 2 children, that's not as easy as it sounds since they've got some really nice desserts kicking around. But I have cut down on my energy drink consumption. I'm limiting myself to 1 a day, which hurts in terms of the caffeine level. I wish I had more, but it's probably the best thing for me.
No!
I have heard rumor that every pound of body weight lost is 3 seconds off of your mile time. That may not seem like much, but hey, if it's true, I'll take it. Race day is tomorrow, and I'm just a little bit nervous, but I do feel fully prepared. The Aviron treadmill absolutely saved my joints. My legs feel good, they feel fresh, and I've got no back issues. I am excited to see how all of that treadmill work will actually translate on the road in a race type of environment. The hardest part about this last week was not going ultra hard. My mind wanted to go all in, wanted to just kind of give it full send, but the reality is I needed to pull myself back just a little bit to make sure that I'm fresh for tomorrow's race.
6 a.m., no treadmill today, just pavement, nerves, and the final test.
Race is in 10 minutes. About time to warm up, stretch out, and get to it. 1 mile down, just about at 8 minutes a mile, right where I need to be. Just gonna keep rolling with this time. Let's go.
Eventually.
Less than 2 minutes, 2 laps to go. Here we go. All right, it took everything I had, but I did get sub 24. Definitely feeling it on the last couple laps in terms of endurance. But it's really fun to run on a track like this because you can gauge and get an even pace. There's no hills, it's completely flat. The problem is you kind of like lose count of how many laps you have left to go. And that may be costing me like a couple of seconds or something, not a big deal. But man, I'm feeling it. And I'm probably gonna feel it tomorrow. Now, did I set a PR? Heck no. But did I give everything I have? Yeah, man, I am gassed. A number of years off, 1 treadmill, 30 days of work. That's the power of starting. If you've been on the sideline, whether it's 5 months or 5 years, this is your sign to just start. 2 other things that you need to start watching are these 2 videos. If you made it this far in the video, you're an absolute legend. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.
He's not coming back.